everyone. We are here today doing Scream the TV series review. So, I didn't do a review last Wednesday because I just didn't feel like it, because sometimes I think that's boring after a while when you constantly do the same thing on the same day, and occasionally I'll throw some at you that's different on a Wednesday so you don't feel like I'm doing the same shit every single Wednesday. But today I am reviewing Scream the TV series. So let's jump right in. So we find out the new killer preserved Piper's body for like a few months, or like I think she said a year. It's been a while. And someone cut her open and put a pig heart in it to send a message to Maggie, the coroner, Emma's mom, and Sheriff Acosta. Because apparently they did some sketchy shit when they were teenagers. And in that moment, we get a flashback from Sheriff Acosta where Maggie like comes to him and is like, oh, he's hurt. And they're putting Brendan James in the back of a car and they're driving to this house in the woods, that farmhouse whole like situation thing. And they pull him out and put him on the steps, and then they put a knife in the ground, like they bury a knife. So apparently he must have stabbed himself or stabbed other people. Who the fuck knows? But Maggie doesn't want to believe now that there's a possibility that he's alive and he's back and he wants to fuck her up and her daughter, because she's like, he's dead in the woods somewhere. No, bitch. Can I just say that none of this would be happening if Emma's mama wasn't such a jackass, okay? Why did she feel the need to keep all these secrets from Emma, but then expect Emma to be so upfront with everything that's happening to her and her friends? Bitch, if it wasn't for you, my friends would be dying and shit. You know, anyway. Audrey and Emma talk, but more so they argue because Emma doesn't believe that Audrey really cares about her and all that other shit. And Audrey's like, I'm telling you the truth. And Emma's like, quit lying, bitch. You know. Then Noah gets a text from Zoe. Well, first, Noah calls Zoe because he's like, you weren't in class and I miss you or whatever. So then he gets a text from her saying, come meet me at our spot. So he goes to their spot. And he gets another text from her saying, okay, now turn this way and go that way. His dumb ass agrees, turns that way and goes that way. And yeah, so it's getting fucked up, y'all. It's getting pretty fucked up. So Noah's in the woods, okay? And he following these texts. First of all, if my bitch didn't call me on the phone, and tell me that, oh, I'm in the woods, come meet me in the woods, I'm not listening to no fucking text messages. Bitch, I either see your face on FaceTime or fuck all that. No, I'm not just gonna believe you texting me. Especially when we've already established in the series that Zoe is a nerd and like she would never miss school. So like, why the fuck would she miss school today and then lead you in the woods? No. So y'all can tell I'm getting mad, alright? So Noah's in the woods. Noah's following the directions of these text messages, and then he gets stabbed by the killer. Great! So not only does the killer have Zoe's phone, which we still don't know who the motherfucker is. I think it's Eli. It's fucking Eli. He stabs Noah, and then like takes Noah somewhere. And so now, the killer has sent Audrey and Emma a Save Noah link, and then they click the link and it's from a GoPro that's streaming him live in a fucking coffin because he's just been buried alive. And he's screaming and crying and freaking the fuck out, because I would too. So those were some of probably the most beautiful scenes in the episode last night, were the ones where Noah's in the casket and he's like trying to stay alive and fight for his life, and they would have Zoe come in and like talk to him and say what they're gonna do when they graduate high school, and they're gonna get out of Lakewood and they're gonna do all these great things together, and like the light on her face while she's caressing his face. They were some of the most beautiful scenes in the series, especially the one where she's like on top of his body trying to keep him awake and trying to keep him alive, because that was the takeaway from those scenes. It could have been like interpreted two ways. It could have been interpreted as he's dying and so he's seeing her because he's dying, Or he's seeing her because she's the only thing that's really keeping him going at this point, because he knows that at the end of this, he'll be reunited with Zoe. So the sheriff and Maggie, I told you guys that, they buried a knife where Brandon James had. And now the sheriff is at the farmhouse because, you know, the killer fucking called the sheriff and was like, I'm hearing some screaming and some this and that at the farmhouse. It sounds like someone's being gutted. Like, first of all, you a cop. Fucking trace the phone call. Like, what are you doing? But, okay. The girls find their first clue because also when the killer sent them a link to go find Noah, he also basically put them on a scavenger hunt. And so on the scavenger hunt, they got to figure out where he is. So the first clue, they send them to Noah's house. So they go to Noah's house, they go in his bedroom, and they're looking at his murder board. And on the murder board is the clue. And so when Emma turns the clue over, there's this letter that Audrey wrote about her, calling all types of bitches and this and that to Piper. And so they're still like, well, what the fuck could it be? We've looked all over his room. And then they really have to genuinely look behind the murder board, and then there's this like other clue, which are these bags of flowers. And so they have to go to this field where the flowers are, and then we find out that the reason the flowers are significant is because that was where Audrey and Emma first met, and when Audrey's mom died, that's where she used to go all the time, and Emma would comfort her and blah blah blah. So now they're at this fucking stable where Jake was killed. They pull up, right? And they see that thing that killed Jake. It was like this, I wouldn't call it an axe. It's bigger than an axe. But they open the door and now they're searching like, where the fuck is Noah? He's in the ground, y'all. But they don't know that yet. So, because they have to have their whole argument thing out. And Emma's like, you need to calm the fuck down. And Audrey's like, no, bitch, I'm fine. You need to forgive me already. And Emma's like, what did I even do to you? What was even the big deal? Like, why do you hate me so much? And Audrey's like, because I loved you. You broke my heart. And you didn't even know you was breaking it. My mom watches this show with me, and my mom went, I didn't fucking see that coming. I didn't fucking see that coming at all. I saw it coming. When they were like get real heated, I was like, watch Audrey say she in love with Emma. Wait for it. Boom, there it is. I knew it. Why is something with me? So, I wrote down what I already explained to you guys, how Zoe shows up in the casket to calm him down and keep him alive. And Noah starts to scream while they're in the stable looking for him, and they hear him in the ground. So they dig him out, they pull him out, and he's like, wait, are you guys real? So they pull him out of the ground, and they still hear Zoe screaming. So they think, oh, she must be buried under him or something. No, it's this tiny box with this cell phone in it with her screaming on the camera, help me, get out. And Noah is like, we have to go find her. And Audrey and them is like, but you been stabbed. Like, we got to take you to a hospital. He's like, no! We gonna get Zoe first. See, that's the type of boyfriend I want. Bleeding half to death, but still won't come save my ass. I need me a man like that. Noah is where it's at, y'all. Noah is where it's at. So, they pull up to where they figure Zoe would be, which is right back at the lake, and they see the casket. So they pull the casket out of the water. They pull it open. They're screaming Zoe's name. They kill Zoe, y'all. They killed fucking Zoe, y'all. They killed Zoe. I'm pissed. She looked flawless in that fucking casket, though. But I'm pissed. Why the fuck? Why y'all keep doing this to Noah? Like, what? First it was April. I think that was her name. Little Asian girl from first season. She died going up some ladders and bled out on a ceiling. Well, on a roof. You could see the blood through the ceiling. Anyway, she died, and then y'all kill off Zoe. What the fuck? Like, y'all let him fuck her, like, what, an episode ago? And then you're like, oh, just kidding. You don't get to keep your bitch. No. What the fuck? What the fuck? Like, I was so so pissed. Like, I knew when I saw her sloshing around in water, she was probably going to drown. But shit, I wanted them to find her and, like, give her some chest compressions. And then, you know, she'd be alive. But, like, they knew she was dead because her eyes did all that, like, white shit that your eyes do when you die. And Noah's, like, standing there holding his fucking wound, still bleeding half to death, while staring at his dead girlfriend, who he just had sex with. This is amazing! So then, Maggie's like, I know how to get in touch with Brendan, so I'm gonna try. This is Emma mama. I'm gonna try, okay? And what she do is write on a little piece of paper saying stay away from her, and she shoves it in a tree. And which we get in a flashback that Brendan James put little messages in this tree. And one of his messages to her was don't forget me. But now it's current time, and she like, please stay away from her. So when she shoves the message in the tree, fucking Eli's creepy ass pops out of the bushes. Why the fuck are you even here? So then in the previews next week, one of the things that struck me was the fact that at Emma's ex-boyfriend's funeral, the one who, like, we found out he taped their first time, blah, blah, blah. At his funeral, Eli in the background. I told you that boy wasn't shit. I told y'all that boy wasn't shit. He ain't shit. Why the fuck is he here? Because even Kieran is like, I know his ass was here. Why is he here? I mean, I'm glad they didn't kill Noah in this episode because I would have stopped watching. Fuck all y'all, okay? But why? Why did we have to kill Zoe? I really wanted her to be alive. Like, I wanted them to ride off in the sunset together, but y'all just fucking killed the dream. Shit. But anyway, that was my review of Scream the TV series. It's getting good now, but I think Eli has something to do with all the murders. And, the murders are more about Audrey and Emma's friendship than just Emma's mama being a fuck up, you know? But, I think Brendan James is big, and he is getting help from Eli. And, yeah. More people gonna die, y'all. Blood gonna go everywhere. Oh! Here's another thing. Why the fuck in the preview does the fucking teacher say, when they go visit that hoe in the hospital, Miss Lang or whatever the fuck, this bitch gonna say, when they ask her who's more obsessed with Piper and blah, 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 she's gonna, it has to be Emma Duval. How, bitch? How? She didn't go seeking out Piper. She didn't look for Piper. Piper came looking for her. Piper decided to kill her friends because Piper was obsessed with Emma and Emma's mom because Emma's mom had her and gave her ass away because she's the daughter of a fucking psychopathic killer. But Emma's upset. Fuck you, Miss Lang. You should have died when you got thrown down those fucking stairs. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. It is 13 minutes long. Leave in the comments if you think that Eli is the killer or he's helping the killers. Because we don't know how many he is this season. So yeah, I hope you guys like this review. If no one's told you that you're awesome and that they love you, I think you're awesome and I love you. Have a wonderful Wednesday.